There's a hole here which is a clearance for the shaft to go through when the actuator goes through. There's a pin that goes through the hole in the end of that and through the hole here. So these two things go together, and as this pushes towards that way, it opens up the flap. So this just has to sit up in there and hook down in so that this doesn't move side to side. And that's what all these clips do. And this opening is for the end of this shaft to go through. So the issue is moot. Looks like that wasn't adjustable. I had an inkling that maybe it was something that they could slide that back and forth and adjust to it. But if this bolt went in that hole there and that tab went into that slot, then this couldn't adjust at all. I miss bearing companies. Detroit Ball Bearing used to bring me some of the nicest tools. That slot's 1 inch. Moved my shop over here. Figured I wouldn't be doing a whole lot of fabrication, so I didn't bother picking up all the Dykem and tool making tools that I used to have. I let those go in the garage sales. This slot's 1 inch long, and it starts at 1 1/4 up from the bottom. So 1 1/4 right there. Draw a line. Then I just need to draw an arc to match the top of this, and I can use this as a template perhaps. I don't think so. Not going to work so well. I can use this socket as a template to draw my circle around. That's a pretty good radius. I want to stop short of the bend. have 2 scribe marks. And all I need to do is figure out the center on those holes. The width on that is about 5/8. So if I mark the center, and start to line up from the bottom. Center line of that one, center line of this one. Now I know that that's 5/8 across, so I'm going to come down half of 5/8 or 5/16 from the very top of this slot. From this end of the slot and that end of the slot, I'm going to measure down 5/16 and then measure up 5/16. That'll give me the center lines of the holes. And I'm not really being too fussy about picking out the number. I like to use one that's not right on the end. Makes it easier to do. So if I start at the 2-inch line and come down a 1/4 inch and then a 1/16, that puts me right there. And if since this is a 1-inch hole from this end to that end, if I go up 5/16 from this end, that's my other center line. This slot is 3/8 wide. So if I come down, following the same pattern, if I come down 5/16 or 3/16 from the end, that'll be the center line of the hole. Start at the 1-inch mark. 3/16 is right there. And then come up 3/16 from the bottom. That puts me 2/16, 3/16, right there.